And Noah, let's just get your take on where things stand. Markets sitting near new highs, and the tech revolution really the thing that is pushing all of that. Are you a believer that this has legs and that this will continue?
I do. I think the last time I was on was sort of at the beginning of the conflict in the Middle East, and the market was hitting lows, and now it's recovered. I think though that throughout that we've had this capital spending surge, obviously driven by AI and technology and other things. And I've heard some of the comparisons that some of the bears like to throw out. It's not a crazy expensive market today. I think if you look at, perhaps the Googles and the Nvidias of the world at close to 20 times earnings, or the Metas and Microsofts on forward estimates closer to 15, the S&P close to 21, the 2021 times forward earnings. That's sort of the average valuation. It's not like valuations have gotten wildly out of control, and the economy remains strong. We're seeing a reacceleration in the consumer space, certainly not housing, given where rates are. We saw reacceleration in manufacturing. And so I think the economy is in a very good place in terms of strong growth. Obviously, housing continuing to suffer under rates. But I really do think that, when we look at what's happening today, I think I've heard the chairman of Anduril talk about it and some others. This is a consequential technology industrial revolution. I mean, we're not working on, getting you to barf a rainbow on an app or to get your quesadilla delivered to you 2 minutes faster. Data centers and power, satellites, autonomous vehicles, even Bezos is back in on physical AI. This is really an industrial renaissance, an industrial revolution. The U.S. is so far ahead of the rest of the world that it's, I think, we'll look back and say, what an incredible period of time. But the ROIs are also tangible for a lot of this investment, unlike in the year 2000. So it's an extremely exciting period of time. If rates can't go lower because the economy is too strong, it's something that's a trade-off I'm willing to accept, a stronger economy. But it's just so consequential what's happening right now in investing and in this capital spending. It's pretty incredible.
Even though Nvidia is the biggest company in the world in terms of market capitalization, I still believe that it is an excellent investment at this time. In actuality, compared to some of its contemporaries, future growth hasn't been factored into its stock as much. In actuality, the market is completely unprepared for Nvidia's robust growth in 2027. I believe there aren't many better investments available than Nvidia if your investing horizon is longer than a few months, as it should be for an individual investor. There are several benefits to purchasing the stock today, and I have one astounding metric that makes Nvidia an obvious purchase. For its growth, Nvidia is actually fairly inexpensive. The forward price-to-earnings (PE) ratio is the most accurate approach to appraise the stock of a rapidly expanding firm such as Nvidia. Over the past few years, Nvidia has been trading for roughly 23.5 times anticipated earnings, which is relatively cheap. Given that the S&P 500 trades for 22 times forward earnings, this is a significant development. This tells investors that Nvidia should be priced as a market average company after accounting for this year's earnings increase. However, Nvidia is far from mediocre. Nvidia's sales increased by an astounding 85% in the most recent quarter. The next quarter will see a 96% gain, according to Wall Street analysts. They anticipate a 41% increase in revenue for the upcoming year. That is not priced into its inventory. If not, it would be selling at a significantly greater level of value than it is now. Because of this, I think Nvidia's stock is a clear buy. However, Nvidia won't end in 2027 either. In order to correctly set up its supply chains, Nvidia, which is by far the most knowledgeable firm in this market, constantly engages with its customers to determine future demand. Nvidia predicts that capital expenditures will reach $1 trillion by 2027, while the AI hyperscalers want to invest about $650 billion this year. Nvidia projected that worldwide data center capital expenditures would reach $3 trillion to $4 trillion per year by 2030. This suggests that Nvidia will continue to grow for a few of years after 2027, making it a wise investment. Nvidia doesn't typically trade at these levels, as the above chart illustrates, so don't be shocked if Nvidia's stock rises as 2027 estimates become more apparent. You can increase your potential earnings by investing early. Don't pass up the opportunity to earn market-crushing profits, as Nvidia is poised for a huge surge. Investors have profited greatly from Nvidia stock. Over the past 10 years, shares of the leader in artificial intelligence, AI, chips, and technology infrastructure have returned 18,300%, turning a small $1,000 investment into an incredible $184,000. During this time, the S&P 500 index saw a 328% return. Through June 18th, Nvidia's stock has returned 45% over the past year, which is a significant gain, but less than most of its recent yearly advances. Following the release of OpenAI's ChatGPT chatbot in late 2022, generative AI exploded onto the tech scene, leading to these enormous advancements. Naturally, stock owners benefit greatly from these prior gains. However, what all current and prospective investors in Nvidia stock truly want to know is the firm's projected future returns. Let's look at where Nvidia stock might stand on June 18, 2027, or 1 year from now. For the purposes of my research, I am assuming that the stock market is still at least somewhat optimistic and that the US economy is still expanding, at least somewhat. Even the stocks of fantastic, rapidly expanding firms like Nvidia typically fall during a recession or bear market. By the way, such situation ought to be viewed as a fantastic opportunity to purchase. Wall Street analysts predict that Nvidia's earnings per share, EPS, will rise by 87.2% this fiscal year, 39.8% the following fiscal year, and 45.5% annually on average over the following 5 fiscal years. The trailing price-to-earnings, PE ratio for Nvidia stock is currently 31.3, while the forward PE ratio is 23.3. Keep in mind that a forward PE is predicated on Wall Street's projected earnings for the upcoming year. Now is a fantastic moment to get Nvidia stock because it is incredibly cheap. It would be difficult for investors to locate a stock of a reputable company with a forward PE ratio of only 23 that is predicted to expand 5-year earnings at an average annual rate of more than 45%. The attractive valuation of Nvidia stock indicates that most investors are not persuaded that the company's strong growth will continue. I don't agree with this evaluation. There is still a lot of room for expansion because the AI revolution is still in its infancy. Granted, the big hyperscalers, tech firms that run enormous data centers, have created AI chips designed for particular applications. Nevertheless, none of these specially designed chips will take the position of Nvidia's graphics processing units, GPUs, as the industry standard for general-purpose AI chips. This also applies to Intel's data center GPUs and advanced microdevices from chipmakers. Why? Nvidia's AI-enabling technology has created a vast and well-established ecosystem. It creates full-stack platforms that developers have embraced for a variety of application cases. Because of its ecology, its products are sticky. A conservative 1-year prediction for Nvidia's stock price is a 45% increase to $305. On Thursday, June 18th, Nvidia's shares finished at $200.69. To reach my cautious 1-year price target of roughly $305, I'm going to raise that figure by 45%. What caused the 45% rise? That is Wall Street's current projected 5-year earnings growth rate. I believe that investors, particularly institutional investors, give longer-term growth rates more weight than annual ones when it comes to pricing. The base case 1-year estimate for Nvidia's stock price is a gain of at least 55% to $327. Wall Street has misjudged Nvidia's earnings growth potential for the almost 10 years that I have been tracking its stock. Thus, I believe that will probably continue in the future. The stock might rise by more than 45% if the company keeps producing strong profits growth that exceeds Wall Street projections over the course of the upcoming year. Let's set the figure at least 55%, which is still quite conservative. As a result, the 1-year price estimate for Nvidia stock would rise to $327 or higher. The state of the Chinese market is a significant factor that could raise my 1-year goal for the price of Nvidia stock. China, a key market for Nvidia until recently, is no longer receiving its data center AI chips. First, export restrictions imposed by the US government were to blame. Chinese businesses have yet to purchase Nvidia's H200 data center chip, despite the US government easing export restrictions on it earlier this year. In the tech community, there is a widespread belief that the Chinese government has ordered Chinese businesses to buy AI chips from domestic firms. If and when Chinese businesses start purchasing Nvidia's H200 chips once more, Nvidia's growth should be significantly accelerated. Additionally, this scenario ought to boost the price of Nvidia's shares. The amount of sales to China would determine how much of a lift there would be. Today, Nvidia introduced the Nvidia Vera Rubin platform, which combines native double precision, FP64 performance, Nvidia CUDA XTM libraries, and the full-stack capabilities of the Nvidia AI platform to enable world-class supercomputers for science. Vera Rubin speeds AI, simulation, and data-intensive research by combining Nvidia's whole accelerated computing stack, from hardware to software and tailored scientific libraries. This turns each system rack into a supercomputer for scientific and industrial innovation. The Vera Rubin platform, which combines high-precision simulation, artificial intelligence, and data analytics, is built for the era of agents to advance scientific discovery by speeding up tasks like energy exploration, quantum chemistry, computational fluid dynamics, and climate modeling. A Vera Rubin supercomputing system can perform on par with systems on the top 500 list of the world's most powerful supercomputers thanks to its more than 7 exaflops of AI for science, 5 petaflops of native FP64 capability, and exceptional memory bandwidth with up to 144 GPUs. This enables research facilities and commercial businesses to run larger models, increase fidelity, and reduce the time to discovery. According to Jensen Huang, founder and CEO of Nvidia, scientific advancement is now a race between the complexity of the world's biggest problems and the computing systems developed to address them. A new tool for science, the Nvidia Vera Rubin, is a rack-scale supercomputer that combines data processing, artificial intelligence, and simulation to enable industries and researchers build and discover more quickly than ever. Scientific computing is advanced by Vera Rubin. In a direct, liquid-cooled design, the Nvidia Vera Rubin platform integrates Nvidia Rubin GPUs and Nvidia Vera CPUs linked by high-speed Nvidia NVLink TM-C2C, Nvidia Connect XR and 9 SuperNICs, and Nvidia Bluefield R4 DPUs. Vera Rubin offers native FP64 capabilities for scientific computing, which may speed up simulations requiring the greatest level of precision and deliver the AI performance required for surrogate models, scientific foundation models, and AI-assisted analysis. Researchers may stream data from sensors, train and implement AI models, run conventional numerical solvers, and combine simulation and real-time analytics on a single platform. Vera Rubin is being used by top supercomputing facilities and business innovators to create a new generation of high-performance computing, HPC, and artificial intelligence, AI systems. The Nvidia Vera Rubin platform and second-generation exascale class HPE Cray supercomputing at Leibniz Supercomputing Center, LRZ, will power Blue Lion, which will provide about 30 times the processing power of LRZ's existing system. By integrating traditional simulation and modeling, machine learning techniques, and the usage of surrogate models all in one, Blue Lion, which is slated to go online in 2027, will assist researchers in the fields of astronomy, environmental science, and life sciences. Doudna, the next flagship U.S. Department of Energy, DOE, supercomputer at Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, will be a Dell Technologies system powered by Nvidia Vera Rubin and linked to DOE scientific instruments via the Energy Sciences Network at the National Energy Research Scientific Computing Center. Doudna is being developed for data-intensive operations in molecular dynamics, high-energy physics, fusion energy, materials research, drug development, and astronomy, as well as large-scale HPC workloads and AI training and inference. For its next-generation mission, vision, and Veritas systems, Los Alamos National Laboratory, LANL, has chosen Nvidia Vera Rubin, Vera CPU, and Nvidia Quantum X800 InfiniBand. HPE will construct and deliver these systems using the most recent HPE Cray supercomputing system. While vision with the Vera CPU will improve open science research, including foundation models, agentic AI, and sophisticated simulations encompassing materials science, nuclear energy, fusion energy, and quantum computing, mission is built for national security workloads. The new Veritas system, which features separate Vera CPU partitions and Nvidia Rubin GPUs, was unveiled at ISC with the goal of enabling agents to further scientific research at LANL. Nvidia GPUs will be used to create the accelerated computing systems in a single, cohesive system. NVL4 maximizes density, energy efficiency, and operational simplicity for contemporary supercomputing workloads. Nvidia Vera Rubin NVL4 is being introduced to the market through direct liquid-cooled AI and HPC racks by international system manufacturers such as Bull, Dell Technologies, Gigabyte, HPE, and Supermicro. The Vera Rubin NVL4-built supercomputing racks are intended to assist national labs, academic institutions, and businesses in implementing rack-scale accelerated computing. By providing businesses with a unified platform for simulation, artificial intelligence, data processing, and visualization, from individual rack deployments to massive supercomputing centers, the systems broaden the NVIDIA accelerated computing ecosystem for scientific discovery. Global system makers are anticipated to release NVIDIA Vera Rubin NVL4-based systems in Q4 of this year.